Welcome to Jennifer to the Rescue. I'm Jennifer Johnson. I'm a lyrical appreciation expert, and I help you connect through gratitude for stronger personal and business relationships. So I have a good time every week getting to do that and connecting you, my viewers and my listeners, with my wonderful guests. And before I do that, before I introduce my wonderful guests, I want to make sure I thank my sponsors. We are here in the Wofford Theater here in Noblesville, and my sponsors are Logan Street Signs and Banners, and they do a great job of entertaining us. So when we come back after break, we'll be laughing and having fun. Yes, no, we have a good time here. And before we get too far along, I want to make sure I do introduce my guest. This is Heather Bischoff.
Yes.
With Dragonfly Direction. I thought I was going to trip up on your last name, and I tripped up on your Dragonfly Direction.
Correct.
And it's dragonflydirection.com.
Yes.
So if somebody's listening or watching, they could actually go do that. And Danielle Watson is the purse process.
That's correct. It's a pleasure to be here, Jennifer. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, we're happy to have you, and I'm glad that we could help because I know you got a big event coming up, but we're going to share that, but we're going to also just kind of delve into, I've met Heather. Mm-hmm. This has been a busy year. I know you've been all over the place, but we met earlier this year at an event, the Women's Life Changing Conference.
Yes.
And I know we were both speakers. Oh, I'm sorry, Danielle was there too.
I was there too.
That's
yes,
why
we.
I
Yes.
just remembered that part of it. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And I couldn't get to either one of your tables because I was doing my own table. Mm-hmm. That's why. Okay, well, we've got that common bound. Okay, Heather, you are Dragonfly Direction. I know you, or I don't know you as well as I'd like to know you, but I'm going to learn more about you today. But tell us what Heather Bischoff and Dragonfly Direction are all about.
Yes.
In 2 minutes. No. I'm just kidding.
Yes. Well, Jennifer, I'm so glad to be here.
Thank
We
you.
have had a blast every time that we've done stuff together.
We laugh the whole time. Yes.
We do, yeah. Dragonfly Direction is my passion and my purpose. It is a coaching business where I get to help women who are trying to work through life struggles. And Dragonfly Direction really essentially stands for change direction. And that's really what I do. I help women change direction in their life so that they can have the life that they really desire and dream to have.
And Dragonfly, I know I just like that little, because the Dragonfly, can you in a nutshell tell us why you chose the name?
Yes.
Okay.
I did a little bit of research, and while I don't like insects touching me, I landed on the dragonfly and was just really impressed with how the dragonfly was really a symbol for character and transition and change, and those are all things that are very important to me as well. And I thought, well, there you go. Change direction, aka Dragonfly Direction.
Yes, so when you go on your website, it makes you feel like you're out fluttering around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's probably what you were shooting for, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
I knew I'm getting it. I'm understanding. Now, Danielle, you were there too, and you're with Danielle Watson.
Yes.
Before we go too far, though, Heather, how would somebody find you? It is dragonflydirection.com.
Yes.
And they could email you.
Heather@dragonflydirection.com.
You guys
Yes.
have such good contact information because it's a no-brainer. Dragonflydirection.com, Heather at. Okay, Danielle Watson, you are the purse process lady.
I am the creator of the purse process.
And that's pretty awesome because I was looking, because I was looking, trying to get little tidbits on my guests. I always do that, trying to figure out. But you studied to be an anthropologist.
That's right, Jennifer. Actually, I'm an anthropologist and archaeologist who doesn't like dirt. So
okay.
I had
How
to
many years did you? I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
But you don't dig around in dirt. Then.
I don't like dirt. I really don't like to get stuff under my nails. I don't like to be sunburned, and I definitely don't like camping. And if you're going to be an archaeologist or an anthropologist, you kind of have to be willing to go without a bubble bath at the end of the day. So that just wasn't going to work for me. But I have this wonderful skill set of being able to look at a collection of items and extrapolate information. So a woman's handbag is exactly like a collection of treasures left behind by a lost civilization, and it tells a lot about her. So I took my skills of being able to dig through a collection, applied it to a handbag, something that is so feminine and so personal to a woman. Even if she just carries a tiny handbag, it actually tells a lot about her. And I'm able to share information with a woman that is so right up in her face that she can't see it. And it's like pulling off the blindfold when I go through her bag.
And you actually put this process together and like trademarked it, right?
I did. I'm so glad that you brought that up. In fact, I just received my registration for my trademark. So yes, the purse process is a proprietary process that's been recognized by the U.S. government.
Oh my goodness! So that must have been a process. It must have been a process. Yeah.
Yes, good. It was a purse process.
A purse process. We're just, and it's Danielle, which is DANIELLE.
Correct.
At purseprocess.com. That's pretty cool. I was actually thinking about we talked about the fact that we met at this event, and you ladies had your tables were packed.
The hot tables.
Yeah. And I kind of remember thinking about the purse process. I'm like, I'm not sure I want anybody to look through my purse. I don't think I have anything really embarrassing, but I carry silly stuff. But that's probably...
I get that reaction a lot. There are two kinds of women in the world. There are the women who can't wait for me to look through their bag, and then there are the women who, when they find out what I do, they scooch the bag under the table as quickly as possible so that I won't get a look at it.
Well, I know that both of you could come back and have a show all of your own, but you have a partnership, and I know a lot of what Heather has. We sat on a different platform not too long ago, and I kind of understood your driving thing is working against domestic violence.
Correct.
And so you wrote a book, you did some different things, and I'm sure that's all happening. But your big push today is to share the event that you were collaborating on. And what is that? It's
called Flying in the Face of Fear. And it is on November 18th, and we'll be sharing more about that.
We will.
Yes.
We will. It's but I know you've got it's all to proceeds are going to the Julian Center.
Yes.
Which right?
Yes.
So
absolutely, The
a
Julian
portion
Center,
of it.
The Julian Center Circles Group, which is a group that specifically helps survivors of domestic violence break generational poverty, which is a really cool thing.
It's very cool. We are going to give you both time to say, obviously, you don't just say, oh, I think I'll do this fundraiser. There's obviously something that was, I know because Heather and I know a little bit better. Maybe Danielle, you can kind of, not that you have to tell any deep, dark secrets, but there must have been a reason, although Heather is kind of persuasive. But no, she is. And I know that day that we all were in that event, there were a lot of good friendships and connections, strategic partnerships that were created. So we will come back, Jennifer to the rescue, in just a few minutes, hear all about the event and how it kind of all came to be. Okay? Join us. We'll be right back.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event, or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters, with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
Boy, those breaks go too fast. This is Jennifer Johnson, Jennifer to the rescue. And we are here at the Wofford Theater and our lovely, well, my lovely guests here, Danielle Watson with the Purse Process and Heather Bischoff with Dragonfly Direction. And we were just having too much fun. So now I can't remember. Oh, I know what we were going to do. We're going to talk about this wonderful event that you guys have, you ladies. I keep saying guys. They look so wonderful. They're not guys. They're women. Very lovely ladies who are going to have this event on Tuesday, November 18th.
Correct. Yeah.
And it's flying in the face of fear.
Flying in the face of fear. Yes.
And they can actually get to that more information a little bit if they wanted to go to
dragonflydirection.com, visit the events page, and it will be on there. And you can also search it on Eventbrite.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. So tell us, I know that it's going to, I brought up all the information, but, you know, I've got it, but you ladies share it. And how did this kind of come to be? Maybe, how did the thought process come? I mean, I know that you both very strong women who have, you know, obviously things you're very passionate about, but how did it?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jennifer. Yeah, it is.
Okay, good.
Actually, Danielle and I met almost a year ago.
Oh, so it wasn't, okay.
Events. And she kind of shared what she did, and then I was going to be one of those, you know, little stinkers. Because I was like, well, I only carry a wallet. What can you do with that? And she pretty much pinned me down right away.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was just kind of like, I don't know, like, we really just hit it off right from the beginning. And so have just kept in touch since then. We did the life-changing conference together.
Yes.
We actually went to Vegas together and did another conference there, which was really a great time. And then just in one of our normal chats, you know, I was like, hey, Danielle, I really want to do this event. And she was like, oh, my gosh, what a great idea. And that really is how it was born. I just really wanted to combine my passion with my purpose and really help advocate for women and, you know, really people who have experienced domestic violence. And that's what I love about the Circles group at the Julian Center is that it really helps that specific group of people, and then it helps them break generational poverty, which is a big reason why people end up getting in those types of situations.
So Danielle, you obviously, I mean, like we said, she's very persuasive, and
She
I know
is.
she
And strong.
and strong. So she got you in a head grip right now. I'm sure that's not it. But what did was there anything? I mean, Heather has shared with me, not with our listeners and viewers necessarily, that she actually survived domestic violence. And did you have anything that was like that drive, or do you just?
Fortunately, I am not a survivor of anything like that, but what I am all about is identifying and breaking patterns. And so when Heather talked about her passion about bringing people out of their fear, I thought about my own journey of how I've had to come out of fear and how that led to meeting wonderful people like Heather, and how getting outside my fear was such a key piece of building the business that I've built. And I wanted to share that story of how I've done what I've done with others to inspire them to take their own journey, to step outside their fear and really step forward into the life that they want to live. So it was just a natural fit, regardless of, you know, how many hairs she pulled out of my head.
Well, you've got a few up there that are still left, so she must. No, I do. I mean, and I think that's I hadn't thought about it that way, though, because what you do is you help people probably look at what's in their ladies, probably, or men. I don't know. Maybe you do men if they have a man purse. I don't know. But if you're looking at that, you're probably saying, you're giving them things that are very, like you said, the wallet thing, you identify. So fear is probably, like we said, people are shoving their purses under their table so that you're not likely to say, hey, can I do your purse? Right. So tell us, what can we do? This event is on November 18th, Tuesday.
Yes.
It runs from 1 to 5.
1 to 5, yes.
And what's going to happen at this wonderful event?
I'm really excited. Danielle is going to be our keynote speaker, which I'm super excited about.
I have to come then.
I will be sharing, so part of my story and just my experience with domestic violence. And then we have another speaker from Cincinnati, Ohio, Alexis Brown, who is going to be coming in to share a different perspective about fear and how that works with makeup and how women tend to hide behind what they put on their face and that sort of thing. And so it's going to be an amazing event. So you can buy your tickets today at dragonflydirection.com. Go to the events page. And I also have space for vendors.
Yes, vendors.
Yes.
I did see that you have vendors. How many vendors are you looking for, and how many, do you have some space?
Yes, we do have some space. Fireside Brew House is actually basically sponsored the event. And so they are giving us that space. We're getting half of their restaurant. So we will have space for vendors. 100% of the vendor donation will go toward the charity, and 15% of the proceeds from tickets will go toward the charity. And I'm looking for vendors who really are passionate about, advocating for survivors of domestic violence and really helping to spread the word. So if you're a coach, or if you have something that these people really could use, would be great. And we're talking about fear, and every woman deals with fear. There's not one woman that doesn't have fear.
Yes, every woman does on some level. It's funny, the makeup lady. Does she talk about makeup? Does she talk about? I think we're getting people who don't realize we're taping right now, because you wear red lipstick because was it something like somebody told you
it was Danielle, actually.
And Danielle's got bright red lipstick on too.
Yes.
Isn't that? It's a power.
I'm an instigator.
Yeah, so I guess you guys work together pretty well, don't you? So let's see, vendors, speakers, what else
I want to call something out. So the reason we're having it on the date we are is it's actually Heather's birthday. So if you come out for no other reason, come out to celebrate Heather's birthday with us, because it's going to be awesome.
Well, that's a good reason to come in itself. That's wonderful. Yes. I got to go put that down in my my stuff. Okay, let me think. What else? It is at Fireside Brew House, right? And what is
Fireside Brew House is on the corner of County Line and Emerson Avenue in Greenwood. Yes.
Okay, cool.
And you can also, if you want information, you can text the word Dragonfly to 68666. Let me say that again, 66866. Text the word Dragonfly, and you can subscribe to my newsletter, and I'll have all of the updates for the event on there.
Cool. That's really good. I'm excited. Any last thoughts? I think there are people out there in the hallway are so excited about what we're doing.
Just please come out and join us. We're really excited to be helping out the Julian Center. There's going to be a ton of great content, really inspirational women speakers. You're going to leave at the end of the day feeling inspired to overcome your own fears, and you're going to also find other women who are going to be there to support you on your journey. So come out for that.
It's just that group thing. I always try to leave with an upbeat. I know we're going over a couple seconds, but and I call it upbeat because I'm a musician. We won't sing today. I won't make you sing. But this is a wise woman. This is Maya Angelou. So a wise woman wishes to be no one's enemy. A wise woman refuses to be anyone's victim. And thank you, ladies, for sticking up for the women and creating this wonderful event. And I hope you'll both come back, and we'll.
Thank you.
You can come back together, and we'll make it an hour show. No, we won't. We'll split you up because you ladies have too much going on to do it all in one show. Thank you so much for sharing your.
Yes, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We'll be back next week.